Hello everyone, how is it going? Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be the new moon and Taurus collective reading. And for those that don't know, I have a new moon subscription based reading. So every new moon that comes up, you will be we'll schedule you an appointment, and then we can see how the new moon in whatever sign it is showing up for you. All right, so this new moon in Taurus is intense because it's not just the new moon energy. We have Jupiter in Taurus, we have Mercury in Taurus, so there is Taurus energy everywhere. And Taurus is the second house, which represents planning, right? So in Aries season, we're here, we're emerging, I'm ready for this new reality that I'm building for myself. And Taurus is like, okay, let's slow it down. We got to figure out a plan. We got to figure out how we're going to get there. And so that's what like all of Taurus season was. And Gemini season is a much lighter energy. It's fun. It's summer. It's being very present, and I'm a Gemini, and I'm so excited. So I wanted to see what was the overall energy under this Taurus new moon, what messages for the collective are coming through. All right, so I felt like there was one more. Hold on, there it is. Okay, all these cards just like fell, or like it felt like it got shoved into my hand. Okay, so it feels like there's two parts that are going on. Okay, so the first card immediately that stands out is the Two of Swords in reverse. We are uncrossing ourselves. We are breaking all of these old mindsets. Like, the person that you were at the beginning of May is not the same person that's going to be exiting May. And if you've been doing the work, like, it's time to start reaping like these benefits of this change. You have the Ten of Coins, and it is time to be prosperous. It's time to be present. It's time to like, and that's what Gemini season is, right? So that is like what this new moon is bringing in. It's about uncrossing ourselves. We're not worried about like other people's shit anymore. And it's like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna be chilling here, and but it's like you're not chilling here. Hold on, like, I don't want to say that, but it's more like prioritize. Like, it's this very like go energy. And what we definitely need to do is show, like, my right shoulder and like this whole arm just feels super heavy, right? And immediately, like, it makes me look at the Eight of Cups, and this card, the way it shows up in my deck is showing gratitude that we are not, that we haven't been present, and that we haven't been showing gratitude, and that the universe is trying to fill our cups. And in order to do so, we have to be able to, because it is transactional, right? You give your guides, like, you know what? I don't want this anymore. This is no longer who I am. And but also like being grateful in having those experiences, like being grateful that thank you so much for opening my eyes. Thank you so much for allowing me to learn this lesson. And I know, like, from different mindsets, it could sound weird, like, well, why would I want to be grateful for like all this horrible stuff that's happened? It's your perception is changing. You're going from victim mentality to realizing that victim mentality might be, you don't want to be the victim anymore of the situation, of your own mind. That's like what I'm like trying to get out. And it's but being grateful that you are able to do so. So like my head feels like it's super, super heavy, and it feels like there's like a lot of pressure, and it's like because like there's these changes that are happening, like literally like the old us is like ripping apart because it cannot exist. And we can't have the old and we can't have the new, you know. So so it's like really walking away from the old you and letting go and showing gratitude in that, because they are ready to fill that cup. And you know what, like it makes me feel so rested, like wealth and rest, wealth in knowledge, wealth in self-love. Like that's how this is like really coming up, because my chest got super heavy and then I got like kind of not. So there's definitely like emotions coming through for that, and which makes sense because we have well, so the first card that's like coming through is the Seven of Cups in reverse. And it's like whenever I see this card, because it's like it has like all these things, like I see this, I like how this is like, it feels like these are all the like everything that we're just letting go. Like it's just, like, okay, we gotta empty that before we can replenish, right? And like this detoxing is like what it really feels like, because like I feel like you know, like those videos of like when people are washing their fruits, right? And it's like the water starts off really clear, and then after like however much time, like it's not clear anymore and it's like yucky. Like that's really like what this feels like. And it is like we are really stepping into like the unknown. You have the Hangman in reverse, and it's chaotic as fuck. Like we've been emotional. This new moon can be a little bit emotional for some of us, but this is like where, and new moons are usually about manifesting, right? Full moons are to like release, but in this sense, it's like you did like the full moon in Scorpio, like you were able to release, like you got it out, and then from then until now you've been releasing, and your emotions are chaotic because your like new identity is trying to step in, and it's like pushing out like the last of it, and like things are just like making sense. You're like, why am I doing all this work when I don't need to? Like, why am I like, it's my Mercury's in Taurus, so it's like I am having a hard time communicating kind of like what's going on, and like I feel like this fog just kind of came over. So it's the overall message is that like we're finding our ceilings, right? This new moon is asking us to break that ceiling, to manifest into our new realities that we've been building, and whether that means we are ready to move, if some of us have been thinking about moving, about if some of us are ready to look for another job. So it's like you're coming to this sense of like, you know what, like fuck this, like none of this shit, like I'm not happy with any of this shit anymore. Like I need to do what I need to do to take care of myself and my mental health. And so I know this was like kind of a longer reading, but like that's like what it all, because now like I feel like I can breathe again, and I feel really hungry now. So, but it's like this hunger to thrive, right? I'm hearing like being disciplined, like in this this new moon is gonna allow us to have the disciplined version of ourselves come in and kind of take over. We've been setting up these new structures. We've been doing, like, for me personally, I've been trying to expand my mind, and so I started picking up books again. I started reading The Mountain Is You, and like and so it's like things like that. Like you're doing the steps to step into like all the things that you're changing, because change is coming. Like it's here. Like it's there's no denying it, and all you have to do is have that faith and take that step, and they're asking me to show this card again because you're not stuck. You know what you want. You know what you are working towards. You know that it's not gonna come overnight. Like, get that out of your head. It's not gonna happen overnight. I feel personally called out, but like it's here, and we're just gonna give you like bits and pieces at a time. Like we don't want to. We don't want you to like slum back. Because like you've been working this whole time. We're not gonna have you like go back. So like it's breaking. It's cutting cords as to the old version of you. Like I said, the person that started May is not the same person that is watching this video right now, and that all comes from growth and making that decision that you like none of this shit like serves you anymore. Like you're just, what, I clearly need to change, and if no one's gonna, like, literally no one else is gonna do it for me except me. So that is the overall energy of this new moon in Taurus. I'm not gonna lie, there was like a chunk in there where I felt like I was speaking gibberish. So if it makes sense, let me know. Or if it was gibberish to you too, let me know. Maybe we're not ready to hear it right now. Maybe we'll need to revisit this reading at another time. But thank you guys for watching. And like I said, I am accepting reading clients, and I would be more than happy to read how this new moon is showing up for you in your life and your birth chart and all the energies and all the things. But yeah, that's it. Bye.